China's behavior since 2009 is a little bit worrisome. It becomes, number one, more and more assertive. Number two, more and more confident, to the extent even become arrogant. And there's a rise in nationalism in China. And of course, all of this come along with a very rapid build-up of Chinese military forces. Then there's two questions. Question number one, the peaceful rise strategy that has worked for China so well, is this strategy a means to an end, or it is an end to itself? If it is means, that is a peaceful strategy, is for China to achieve the great power status, even the hegemon status, then we can say that a peaceful rise does not mean that China will remain peaceful when the rise arrives. We could have a war. But if the peaceful rise strategy is an end in itself, like Mr. Dai Bingguo published a long article a few months ago, he argued a peaceful rise is an end. That's China's aim. Fundamental goal is peace. Then this raises a second question, and this question is more fundamental. That is China capable of maintaining peace when it becomes a global leader? Conflict interests will be with us forever. And then how we can solve this problem? Two ways. Number one, to fight. We want to try to avoid. Another way is to cut a deal, so we can create a so-called win-win situation. But to do that, that's where the value matters. That's where the political system matters. Because a similar political system provides us with a foundation to follow the same rules of game. That's a question I have to ask, because a major problem between China and the outside world is that China's internal political system is not compatible with the mainstream of the international community. What is Chinese political system? It's a coercive, exclusive, not inclusive, system in which power is highly monopolized at the expenses of participation. Policy making is behind the closed doors. We never know how the policy is produced. But what is the mainstream of international community? It is an open, pluralistic, and inclusive process in which policy making is transparent, encourage participation, and the power is contained by laws. So if China has this kind of political system, how can China make peace with the international community? That's where the problem is. So that's why, to conclude my little remark, I would argue China's political system matters. The political reform in China matters. And what is American model or Washington consensus? It champions individual-centered value system. It champions a free trade and market economy. And of course, on top of all of this is a democracy. I believe until China successfully transforms itself into political pluralism, China will remain, a rise in China will remain a serious concern, if not a threat, to the international community.